Bikini model. Oh, boy. I say this loosely. Her body ain't that great. I wouldn't call her a bikini model. Who says she's too hot to date, hits back after online backlash. I don't get this, by the way. You're quoting a positive trait that people like. That's like saying, my cookies are too good. That's why nobody wants to eat them. Would anybody ever say that? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're talking about something that's positive in regards to the thing people want it for. And you're saying that's why they don't want it. That makes no sense. Well, their hamburgers are good. In fact, their hamburgers are too damn good. That's why I don't want to eat them. What? That makes no sense at all. Only in today's world could you get away with this kind of retarded, bizarro non-logic. So the bikini model who appeared on This Morning to say her good looks were stopping her from finding love has hit back at trolls. Oh, yeah, it's trolls. Oh, absolutely. It's not just guys who see you. Think you're not all that. No, you're not all that because they're guys and they have a pretty good ability to estimate sexual marketplace value. And so they're telling you the truth. So that makes them trolls in your mind. Yeah, they're trolls. They couldn't just be being honest with you, right? Trying to wake you up, make you aware of how reality actually works so that you might get what you want. No, can't be that. They have to be trolls. Saying they won't spoil her day. Yeah, because you're so great that nobody wants you because you're so great. Because you have everything they look for and then some in abundance, right? Yeah, because when somebody has everything that we want in abundance, that's not a product we want. Oh, no. Let's see what this broad looks like before I read any more. All right, let me see here. Okay. What the fuck? Let me see if I can find this. There's something wrong with my... All right, there. Fuck, something's wrong with the scrolling on this fucking thing. There we go. All right. Let's see. I can't click on anything else. What the fuck? This is annoying. It's stuck on that AOC video. Let me just remove that, and then maybe it'll be all right. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what this broad looks like. She looks chunky. I think she's chunky. I don't see it. Let me move it around here so you can get a better look. All right, there she is. Okay, she's got a decent body, but her ass is like Brie Larson ass. There's no ass. It's almost completely flat. She's got tattoos. Let me enlarge this some. Let me see if I can get a better look at these tattoos. Not that I want to. I don't know what it is with women thinking that men like tattoos. Well, that right there, of course, tell you she's probably a fucking feminist, right? I'm a liberated woman. I've ridden the cock carousel. Yeah. There's positives and negatives to broads who have tattoos, okay? On one hand, yeah, they're probably loose. Liberated! On the other hand, they're probably rabid feminists because, you know, they don't ascribe to any traditional notions of femininity. Like that guys don't like fucking tattoos and you should care what men think. If a woman doesn't give a shit about what men think to the point where she's getting these horrible, evil, ugly pictures on her body that disgust men, you know she's probably a feminist, despite the long hair, okay? All right, so yeah. Tattoos, you can use that as an identifier to identify a feminist, even if she has the long hair, okay? If there's no tattoos, but she's got super short hair, feminist. If she's got long hair but tattoos, also feminist. So there's not just one way to identify or express your feminism. All right, there we go. What is that, a big giant face? What is that? A hideous tattoo. She got a nice rack, but I think it's fake. Those tits are not real, by the way. I can tell. Trust me, I can tell, and they're fake. Jenna Thompson, 36. That's great. 36 years old. Yeah, 36 years old, no ass. She knows she has no ass, which is probably why she's overcompensating with those gigantic jugs. And 36, but she's all that. And a bag of chips. And a soda. And a big Whopper. The tastiest Whopper you've ever had. But it's so tasty you don't want it. Yeah, oh, that makes sense. Says she received a bunch of abusive messages following her TV appearance where she told hosts Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield, wasn't that show that had that guy that produced a sex doll right? He was on there with that big giant frost giant looking woman who was disapproving of it. And the guy was talking about how he had sex with his wife and the doll, and it's totally normal. Holly Willoughby, ain't she the broad that's they hired her to be the other half of Willem Schofield in the like a fucking white-haired pussy boy, soy boy guy. Yeah. Holly Willoughby, Philip Schofield, that she was too good looking to find a decent partner. Yeah, I think that's the same show I'm thinking of. They have a lot of weird people on that show. Too good looking to find a decent partner. I don't know what that means. I mean, do decent partners not want good-looking broads? Are you essentially saying that the best-looking women, the best guys don't want them? I'm confused. I'm confused. Too good-looking? So that's how she defines quality. So she's essentially telling herself that her virtues are her appearance. And when she says decent partner, what does she mean? Does she mean good-looking guy? Or does she mean man that has moolah? Well, she means a man that has money, right? Well, a man that has money doesn't want a 36-year-old broad with tattoos all over her that looks like a former exotic dancer of dubious moral character. So speaking to the Daily Mail, Jenna said, "It's nothing that's going to spoil my day." Denial, right? Yeah. "I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not going to introvert myself." Yeah, she's trying to sound smart. Her and her 85 IQ. "Just because people don't like the way I talk about stuff." Yeah. "I knew it would be controversial. I was mentally prepared. There was always going to be backlash, but I don't read everything or get upset by anything." Is this lady for real? Is she for real? I mean, what planet is she living on? Not this one. On the show, she said she could only attract people who were after one thing. Wait. Let me see if I can get this straight. She identifies the main characteristic of what makes her a decent Wayman: her looks. "I'm a model and I'm too good looking." That's what she thinks should attract a partner, but then she says in the next breath that she's too good looking to find a decent partner. What do you think? Decent partners don't look for good looking women? There must be something else about you that is driving men away. I need to start a dating channel. I mean, I've been dating for 30 plus years. I know everything about relationships and dating. That's what I need to do. I need to start a fucking dating channel to give advice to these dopey broads who don't have a fucking clue. I don't know how to be happy. I can help you, bitch. I can help you. If you do what I say, you'll find a man. I can't do that. Unrealistic standards. Yeah, I need to cling to them. Yeah, you're going to be clinging to your cat when you die. You're going to die. You're going to get rigor. The cat's going to die with you because it can't escape your grasp. Okay, so what is it about her that's driving men off? Because it ain't her looks, okay? Ain't her looks. Yeah, men who bang me, they're only looking for one thing. So men come along, see you, want to bang you, and then after they get to know you a little, they're not interested. Could it be that they're finding out certain things about you that they don't like, and that's driving them away, but you don't want to face the fact that you're not a very likable person and you really don't have any virtues to draw a man besides your tits, so you're telling yourself, it's my looks to drive them away, which makes absolutely no sense. Could it be that? No. So, mom of two, the bingo! Ding, 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 ding. I think we've discovered the answer to the question that has her so befuddled, at least in part, about why she cannot find herself a decent man. She's a single mother. Woo! Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what men are looking for. That's what decent men want, right? We want other men's garbage. We want to raise the bastard children of other dudes. Dude or dudes. I mean, it's not saying whether or not these two kids that she has are by the same guy. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. Let's do a DNA test and find out if those two kids are related to each other. I bet they ain't. All right, we found the answer. So, mom of two, Jenna, from Essex, yeah, this is the UK, obviously, appeared on This Morning on a segment titled, I'm too good looking to find love. That's what she tells herself. That's what she tells herself. She takes something that she believes is an absolute positive and then uses that as the reason she can't find love. Because there's no negatives about me. There's only positives. But I've got so much of a positive because, you've heard of the saying, too much of a good thing, right? That's driving men away. Yeah, you're in denial, sweetheart. And you're lacking in self-knowledge and self-awareness. You don't know what's wrong. It's you. It is you. You and your 2 kids and your tattoos and your entitled attitude and your 36-year-old. Not that great body. Again, flat ass, fake tits. Let's see another picture here. All right, I get to pick number 2. If I can get rid of number 1, I'm getting the same problem here. Scrolling. Oh, this is annoying me. All right, pick number 1. Let's get rid of it. Remove. All right, there we go. Now, what the fuck? Shit. Can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of it. All right, there we go. Got rid of it. Pick 2. Okay. So that's her in the gym. Doing an awful lot of work to try and look appealing. Holy shit, there's more tattoos I didn't see before. She's got her whole right arm tattooed. She might have her left arm tattooed as well. She's got it covered up with her hair, so I can't see. And that face. Oh, I can tell she's had plastic surgery. Her face looks like it's already in rigor. It looks like one of those dead bodies. Right? Holy shit. Crypt Keeper there. Oh, my God. Yeah, she's wondering why she can't find a man. I think I know, honey. I think I know. So, I'm too good looking to find love, which seems like a nice problem to have, if you ask me. Oh, yeah. On the show, she said she could only attract people who were after one thing, which she put down to her good looks. Right. So, I love it. So, my looks make it impossible for men to see the wonderful, beautiful virtues in me. Men aren't attracted to my looks and virtues. No, they just want to bang me and leave. I'm wonderful. I'm great. I'm a traditional female. I do everything. I'll rub their feet when they get home. I'll cook for them. I'll give them a massage. I'll pick up their dirty laundry. I'll treat them like a man wants to be treated. But for some reason, they're leaving me because I'm so hot. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, sweetheart. Tell us some more bullshit. The mom of 2 isn't letting the nasty comments get to her. I seem to attract guys who only want sex. People who think they'll have a go and just want hookups. Imagine that. Imagine that. You put yourself out there on social media and you focus on the one thing that is all physical and nothing else, right? You've got all these pictures. You're a fucking model. You've got all these suggestive sexual poses with you wearing very little clothing or tight clothes, exemplifying your body. You're putting yourself out there as a sex object, and then you're complaining when you get treated like a sex object. I wonder why guys are getting the wrong idea about you. When Holly suggested she tone down her image, the broad on the show, the broad on the show actually has more than 2 brain cells to rub them together, or maybe 2 at least. It was a spark of inspiration there. I may be an uber feminist, but I think maybe if you tone down your look, you might have more success, because if you tone that down and then you focus on virtues that you might have, things about your personality and, your character and your moral and ethical virtues and your virtues as a human being, if you put those out there instead of your sexuality, then you might have more luck. Yeah, very rare moment of inspiration for this Holly broad on that show, I'm sure. I've seen the show before. She's an uber feminist. Jenna replied, "Thing is, if you change yourself, you're never going to be truly happy, are you?" I disagree. If you change yourself, are you kidding? Well, I think it depends on what you are starting off, bitch. If you're going from the presumption that you're perfect just the way you are, and that's actually objectively true, okay, I would agree with you. But you are a clear narcissist. You're vain. You're shallow. You don't seem to really have any qualities beyond your appearance. You're a single mother. So to compensate for that, which brings your sexual marketplace down tremendously, your age brings your sexual marketplace down tremendously, you think you're like a fucking 8. You were an 8 before the kids, and before the age of 30, maybe. Maybe even a 9. I don't know. I didn't see you 10 years ago, pre-kids. Or maybe you still had kids at age 26, whatever. Before the kids, maybe you were even a 9. Who knows? But 2 kids, 36, that knocks your sexual marketplace value at least in half, right? So she's like a 4. She's like a 4 on a good day, and she still thinks she's a fucking 9, okay? You got to do something to compensate for that loss in sexual marketplace value, right? You've got to up your quality, right? You got to up the quality of the product that you're offering, that which you're offering, and you clearly see yourself as a product because you're putting yourself out there as a sexual object. Focus on the object. Focus on the object. Focus on my tits and my non-existent ass. Yeah. But you should want me for other things, which I don't really highlight or showcase or express in any way, shape, or form. And then I'm surprised when you only want the very thing that I'm selling. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, sweetheart. No self-awareness. Yeah, how long can you wear a mask before it starts to slip? Well, you could try changing. But of course, people don't change, right? People don't change. You can point things out to them. You can show them the areas of their nature and behavior that are wrong and where they could make some changes, but they have to actually dislike those aspects of self. They have to see them first. They have to be self-aware enough to see that they're making mistakes. Then they have to be self-aware enough to pinpoint what's causing those mistakes. What is the cause of these symptoms, right? What's leading me to acting this way? So that takes a lot of self-knowledge, a lot of self-exploration. That doesn't necessarily require therapy, believe it or not. A lot of people advocate for that. I do not necessarily. If you're a woman, go ahead. Women love to fucking talk. But generally speaking, no. Therapy is not the only answer. But it takes a lot of self-exploration to find the answers, the causes. And then you have to be willing to put in the work and the effort objectively to change these things. And you have to have the mindfulness and the self-awareness and be constantly mindful and working to change your behavior. It's not easy, which is, of course, why people don't generally change. It's a rule. And in my experience, it's true. That doesn't mean there aren't exceptions. That doesn't mean you can't change. There are people who change, but this broad apparently isn't one of them, and she has no interest in it. But she thinks she'll be truly happy. I'm truly happy now. Even though I'm looking for a man, I can't find a man, but that's okay, because I'm empowered. Yeah, all right, sweetheart. Keep lying to yourself. You're not going to be authentic to the person you're dating. Nobody wants to date you, though. They just want to bang you because you don't have anything else to offer, but you seem to think you do. As you get ever older, and you still have 2 kids, and all this baggage. And obviously, all of this emotional baggage as well, because she's got 2 kids, probably by 2 different fathers. She's banged around. I mean, she's got a lot of baggage dragging her down. And men, we're aware of these things. So you have to be extraordinary, extra exceptional for a man to want to be with you. It has to go beyond your looks. If that's all you've got to offer, why are you surprised that's all men are interested in? I don't understand this. I really don't get it. I mean, if all I have to sell is A, if that's all I have to offer, and there's no B, what the fuck am I complaining that people only want A for? That's all you've got. Why change the way I look just to fit into a category for the sort of person I'm looking for? Nobody's asking you to change the way you look. But maybe try looking deep inside yourself and finding that there's not much there. And maybe that you need to develop as a person. Maybe you need to be a little more self-aware and find some virtues, find some things you care about. Develop an actual character. Develop as a person. Be more than just this pretty face. No, self-improvement, no! Maybe I haven't met the type of person yet. Wow. Wow. Oh, boy. Jenna has more than 29,000 followers on Instagram. Seemed to ruffle a few feathers by being on the show, but despite being criticized on social media, she doesn't appear to be bothered. She will be. 36? I don't believe that, I don't believe that, by the way. I think she's quite bothered. I think this is all an act. This indifference is feigned. I don't believe it for a second. I don't love myself, she says. I'm just confident, and people don't like that. I don't love myself? I'm just confident? I don't understand. What does that mean? I don't love... Why would she say she doesn't love herself, but I'm confident? That's very odd. I believe it, by the way. I believe she doesn't love herself. I believe that. That would explain why nobody else can either. 95% of the nasty messages I've received were from men. Well, of course. The sisterhood. A lot of the fat, ugly, disgusting broads looking at you. See your empowerment. Ooh, yeah, you go, girl. Men don't want to be with you. They don't want to be with me either. Ooh, yeah, don't you fret. Don't you feel bad. You keep being you, girl. Yeah, of course. Plays into their own neuroses, their own issues. I think their egos, the men who sent her nasty messages, as she said, were bruised. How? I don't understand. So they're the ones with the problem. Right. Not you. It's everybody else, but not you. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why, as they don't know me. You don't know why. What? They're sending you nasty messages? Well, it depends on the content of the messages. Of course, she's not going to tell her, but I can pretty much guess. You're not all that in a bag of chips. Wake up, smell the fucking coffee, and listen to us, man, and you might actually find what you're looking for. No! They said things like, you're not all that anyway. I called it, of course. Or how can you have such a shallow personality? I've got quite the opposite of a shallow personality, by the way. And denial of reality. Denial of reality. I love it. No, they called it right. You just don't know yourself. You believe what you want to believe, not what is actually true. And that's generally what most women are like. Hence, female solipsism edition.